The fourth section of our presentation is on the science of adolescent development.
Alright, so the scientific method is a four-step process. The first step is conceptualize a process or problem to be studied. Second, you collect research information. Third, you analyze that data. And fourth, you draw conclusions from that data.
So there are four theories of adolescent development. There's psychoanalytic, cognitive, behavioral and social cognitive, ecological. Many of the theories are complementary rather than contradictory, and we'll continue on with them in the following slides.
So psychoanalytic theories describe development as primarily unconscious and heavily colored by emotion. And the main theorist, of course, is Sigmund Freud. He divided personality into three structures: the id, the ego, and the superego, and stated that we go through 5 stages of psychosexual development.
So Erickson said that we develop in psychosocial stages, and there are 8 stages of development: trust versus mistrust, autonomy versus shame and doubt, initiative versus guilt, industry versus inferiority,
Identity versus identity confusion, intimacy versus isolation, generativity versus stagnation, and integrity versus despair. So cognitive theories put an emphasis on conscious thought. Piaget states that individuals actively construct their understanding of the world, and that there's 4 stages of cognitive development: sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational.
while Vygotsky emphasizes how culture and social interactions guide cognitive development. The information processing theory states that individuals manipulate information, monitor it, and strategize about it. Individuals develop a gradually increasing capacity for processing information, and Robert Siegler states that thinking is information processing.
Finally, we have behavioral and social cognitive theories, which hold that we can study scientifically only what we can directly observe and measure. Skinner's operant conditioning states that the consequences of a behavior produce changes in the probability of the behavior's occurrence. And Bandura's social cognitive theory holds that behavior, environment, and cognition are key factors in development.
Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory states that development reflects the influence of 5 environmental systems: the microsystem, the mesosystem, the exosystem, the macrosystem, and the chronosystem. A newest theory is the bioecological theory.
So here's just some common methods of collecting data: observation, survey and interview, standardized tests, physiological measures, experience sampling studies, and case studies.
There are also 3 main types of research design. So there's descriptive, correlational, and experimental. So researchers have 2 options for the time span of research. So they can study individuals on different ages and compare them, or they can study individuals as they age over time. Cross-sectional and longitudinal are also examples of time span researching methods.
So the APA has developed ethics guidelines in terms of research. 4 important issues are addressed. You have to make sure you have consent, it has to stay confidential, there has to be a debriefing at the end, and there can't be deception. Also, minimizing bias in research is incredibly important.